ladies. You ready to get going? Ashley, where are you going to?
Maine.
Maine. That's right. Buddy's ready. He's all packed up. Hey everybody, we're back. Out of the van this time. And it's time we tell you about our next adventure. Ashley, what are we doing now?
All right, the plan was to tell you about our little journey here way sooner than this. But we were extremely busy making our way back home and we spending time with family. But we are now on the Appalachian Trail.
Yes, so the goal is to through hike the Appalachian Trail. We're gonna go all the way Georgia to Maine. And we're here in Georgia now. We're heading up towards Springer Mountain. We're doing the approach trail from Amicalola Falls State Park. And yeah, we'll tell you a little more details about the trail later. But first, very important.
Oh, big surprise.
We have another person.
Another twist to this journey.
Another person joining the ouRVan fam.
Hey guys.
Hafa. This is
Hafa
Hafa
here.
slash Rafaela.
Rafaela.
And she will be joining us. We mentioned the idea to her a few months back, and she was just crazy enough to say, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
And
it's
she
gonna
did
be
it.
So fun.
So yeah,
Nice.
we're 1 mile in right now and already tired. So
Exhausted.
we're gonna get going. Let's start walking here. We weighed in our packs this morning. We registered down at the base of the approach trail in Amicalola Falls State Park. We took our little picture under the arch. And before I get too much farther into this, how could I forget Buddy? Buddy is here in his orange backpack. He's carrying a hefty 5 pounds. And yeah, so we're heading up here. We all weighed in our packs down at the base. I came in at 32 pounds. Hafa came in at 35 pounds. Ashley, what was it, 27?
27.
And Buddy had a comfortable 5. So yeah, we'll keep you updated along the way. We're hoping to make it up to at least the start of the actual Appalachian Trail today, which is 8.5 miles in. So hopefully we at least do that. We get to look at the plaque for the official beginning, find a place to camp, and we'll get set up, and I guess we'll see you there. And on the way up the approach trail right here, we got the Amicalola Falls overlook. First big waterfall of the trail. Day 1, almost 6 o'clock. Sunset's in about a half hour, and we are approaching the top of the approach trail. So about 8.5 miles in, we're gonna look at the little plaque, the official start of the Appalachian Trail. And then we're gonna set up camp here, and I think it's safe to say that these first 8 miles were a lot harder than all of us expected. So we'll see how tomorrow goes.
The best show ever. Are you ready to get other people?
You gotta sign it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cause you made it.
This is the made it to the top picture. All right, camp is all set up for night 1 here. It's pretty cold. It's going down to 30, possibly just below 30 degrees tonight, and should be a cold one. The next few nights should be warmer. We're actually starting the trail tomorrow. Ashley's having her dinner here.
Yum, a good ramen noodles.
Hafa as well. And We'll let you know how the night goes in the morning. See you tomorrow.
Good morning, guys. So last night was quite interesting. A few things happened. I was really cold. It ended up being below freezing. I think someone came around and told everybody it was 22 degrees. So we piled on our layers. I think I put on every piece of clothing I had, and then I started having a little bit of problems breathing, so that was not fun. I had, the first time in my life, had to use an asthma pump, and they work really well, so definitely recommend it. And then our friend Hoffa thought, because it was so cold out, she's like, I'm gonna boil some water, I'm gonna put it in a water bottle, and then put it in my sleeping bag to keep my feet warm. And I guess she didn't realize that her canister was, the gas was leaking, and there was a huge explosion. She started screaming there was a fire, and we all went running out. And luckily, I think since it went out on its own. Weird thing. Don't know what happened, but we've been laughing about it ever since. And so yeah, we're hiking now. Hoffa and Chad are up ahead. This morning officially is the start of the Appalachian Trail. So we are on mile 0 so far. We just started. I think Chad took a quick shot of the icicles on the rocks. That's how cold it was. Everything was frozen in the morning. The water was frozen. We resupplied our water on a little river, and yeah, and now we're hiking.
We're still on day 2 here. We're about 5.5 miles into today, and also 5.5 miles into the actual Appalachian Trail. Actually, like 5.3 miles. And we're just about to get to a place called Long Creek Falls. Should be a waterfall, hopefully a nice one. I think it might be a little busy with weekenders. It's a Sunday today, but we're gonna stop, have lunch, check out the waterfall, and then keep on moving. Here it is, Long Creek Falls. Beautiful, better than I expected it to be, actually.
It's quiet.
Yeah, it's very quiet. I thought there'd be more weekenders here. Wow. Yep, this was worth the extra distance for the detour. Perfect. What a spot for lunch. That'll do it for me. We're now on day 3. Last night after lunch, we made it to our campsite around mile marker 10.5. That's where we camped last night. There was just a little tent site in the bottom of, it was one of the gaps. I think it was Cooper Gap, whatever gap is at 10.5 miles. Woke up this morning and we're about 2 miles into today. We're probably right around mile marker 12 on the trail. Another cold one last night. I think our first night was about 22 degrees. Last night, I think the lows were around 28 degrees. We did wake up to a little bit of frozen water. We left some water in Buddy's dog bowl. He had a little chunk of ice this morning. Had to sleep with our water filters in our jackets so they didn't freeze and get damaged in the middle of the night. And it was a little rough. All of us are slightly underprepared for the cold weather, but we've got just enough gear to get us by. Just maybe not as comfortable as we could be.
Hey guys, explosion here. This has been pretty wild. If I had ever trained for this, I don't think I would ever do this. Coming in blind is the best thing you should do. Can't give up now. Gotta just keep pushing every day. It's really pretty out here though. It's like, makes it worth it, I guess. We'll see. Nights are difficult. Nights are really tough, and then the morning of that night is tough as also. And the walk this morning was tough too.
It's just all tough.
It just, help, send help, please. I will send you my location. You can come pick me up, Mom. But yeah, great time, explosion here. Logging off.
Well, that's pretty much how all of us are feeling these days. You heard Hafa call herself Explosion there. We mentioned her little first night stove explosion flame ball story earlier in this video, and I think Explosion might end up being her trail name. We'll see if that sticks. So we're gonna wrap up this video here. Don't want it to be too long. Also don't want to bore you with too many, shots of just walking down a trail that all looks the same. So we're gonna close this one out, and we'll catch up with you in a day or two here, hopefully when things get interesting. And we'll see you next time.